It's just a really sensational product. We move from one great product to another, and another brand, Bell & Howell, that everybody knows and loves. This is an incredibly exciting new product. New to me because we had it last year for the first time in 2 shows. It was gone. We couldn't even get any more. And what we have right now is all we can get for the summer, and that's the key word there. This is fan season. This is, weather is getting hotter. I mean, maybe it's not yet there for you, but if you wait to get this later in the summer, it's not gonna be here. I will just give you fair warning there. We have just less than 4,000 of these available total. So here's the cool thing. It's really the dual fan system, which I think is so great. We love the 2 fan heads. There are 3 misting jets. Do you see those? So on the very top of this unit, you put in the water. There's an ice water chamber, and that's the mist that you're seeing come out, and the fans are blowing that mist towards you, or just the room in general, to cool the temperature down. So whether this is something you keep next to you at your bedside, trying to get through the night because it's hot, or you don't have the right AC system, and we can help you out with that too, by the way. Or if you, like a friend of mine told me before the show, bring this camping. You love being outdoors, but it gets really uncomfortable. There are days where it's just like, I can't deal with it. If it's hot, it's dry, or humid and hot, it's all the same to me. That misting, cooling fan, the movement of the air with the addition of the mist that's very fine. Oh my gosh, what a brilliant product this is. And we happen to have it here at an appreciation price. So you get the best price. This is the first airing all day, and I can't wait for you to hear more about it. My friend Chad Allen joining me. I think it's the only airing on all the day, isn't it?
Yeah.
They could all go in this airing. Yeah. Well, I'm not kidding.
They really could. I joked with Adam the other night. I'm like, we live in the future. And he said, yes. And I said, you don't even know what I mean. We live in Tampa. Right? And it's 100,000 degrees here. We live on the surface of the sun. And so I looked at the map before I came out here, and there are certain parts of the country, maybe it's 70, 75 degrees. Summer's coming, and we are a retailer. Bell & Howell, for example, we start to sell our Christmas decor by the time June and July is here, right? That's how Bell & Howell and retailers work. By the time you need this fan, I promise you we won't have any. This is all we have for the year. This independent, freestanding, rechargeable, portable,
weighs 2 pounds,
misting fan comes to work for you. And so that's all you really need to do is fill the top, charge it up, let it do its job. This is a fan, and I've presented plenty of fans here over the years. This is the only fan we sell that has misting jets. Why is that important? You don't have to be in the breeze. She's sitting behind it. He's taking it on vacation. They're camping. They're not even in the breeze of the fan. That mist cools down the entire area, the entire square footage around the fan. That's what makes it so important. So you have this great little carry handle here, so you can pick it up and take it wherever you want. This is the lid. I'm gonna do this slowly so I don't spill anything, but there's the lid. It's got a sealed gasket there. You put ice water in the top just like this. You probably have seen my little picture behind here. And so you can do as cold of water as you want. You can put a few ice cubes in there if you want to. There is a max fill line. You just fill it to the line. It lasts a long time. That's all you have to do. You don't have to push any buttons or any switches. Once you put water in there, there is a remote control. And so there is a mist on that blue button says mist, and so you can push that. You have 2 buttons for the fans because there's a top fan and a bottom fan, and they both do 3 different speeds, 1, 2, 3. There's your LED lights, and then there's your oscillation feature, which is fantastic because the fan actually goes back and forth 90 degrees and oscillates. So if I push that oscillation, you're gonna notice hands-free. It's just gonna go ahead and look, no, not even a remote control.
That is
just
super
rotates
cool.
all by itself. What does that mean though? It means your whole family's cooled down.
Exactly. Why, the colors are really cool too.
Oh yeah, maybe we can lower the lights in the studio a little bit because the LED lights, I'm gonna try to tilt it a little. First of all, you can tilt them anywhere you want.
Oh,
but
I like
if
that.
I tilt it a little bit, you can see they're built into the actual head of the fan. Oh, there you go, that's a great shot. And so the fans actually have the LED in them. And so no matter where you tilt them, the light goes with it. And so we realized you were gonna be at the tailgate or the T-ball game until the evening hours. And this gives you that little extra ambient light, that mood lighting. Callie, you and the boy, you and the hubby can
Me
go
and my
out.
man.
You guys can have it on the dining table outside, cool down the whole area. This could be really the only light you need if you're just in your own backyard at your own table, right?
Yeah, that's the truth. It's a pretty ambiance, as you can see. I like that it's got a little carry handle.
Yeah.
So it's 2 pounds if you didn't hear me say that, which is great. It's so easy to take with you. And the fact that there's no batteries necessary, this is rechargeable.
Yes, USB-C and on the back, so we give you the cord, of course. I hope you can hear that wind going right into my microphone. You just plug it in right at the bottom. We made sure it was on the bottom and not rotating with the actual fan, because if you're a night sleeper and you want a fan on your nightside table that is super slim and portable and compact, you could leave this plugged in 24/7, never recharge it.
That's a true statement.
So it can be a true corded fan when you want, and then a portable fan when you need, right? When you want to go outside, when you want to go to the tailgate. Our producer, Sam, I know she loves to lay by the pool. She likes to get tan. She looks good. And I'll tell you something, it gets hot by the pool.
It sure does. I will tell you something. I am a woman of a certain age, and boy, when that atomic bomb goes off inside, it's like, what? And it's horrible. I know many of you can relate to that. One day I hope it ends, but I don't know. I just know that I literally walk into every studio. I've got a little handheld portable fan that I carry with me everywhere.
And you have to hold it.
I have to hold it.
Yep.
And that's not always the right, an option. This is so cool. I mean, it's a great size. Let me just tell you, it's about 15 inches in height from this. But look, it's 2 pounds. You don't have to put the ice water in the top, but that's the mist that creates even a much cooler effect. And then the fact that these oscillate. I mean, you've got total options, so many options of who gets to enjoy the cool mist and the cool breeze, because it gives everybody both.
Yeah.
This is really awesome.
And to have a remote control. If you ever lose that remote control though, all the buttons, and this is gonna rotate, but all the buttons are also on the side. And so you can just click, sorry, that wind is gonna get into our microphone, so you can just hit the buttons on the side and control everything as well. But the remote control is a very nice little additional feature. You can see them there. It's just on oscillation, so it keeps moving. Here's what I know though. Bell & Howell's been around 117 years. Bell & Howell has been around longer than everyone watching this channel right now, okay? They've been around as long as electricity, basically. And so this item in particular has been engineered until the engineers were exhausted, because we put every feature into this. If you run down a checklist of what you'd like to see in a fan, besides the Today Special, maybe I'm missing the air purifier part of it, which is extremely beneficial, but you get 2 independently working fans. You get 3 misting jets that you can dial down. You can use 1 jets, 2 jets, or 3 jets. You're in control of how cold that water is. If you don't want it that cold, it doesn't have to be that cold. If you want to put ice in the top, you can. Carry handle, rechargeable, portable, oscillating, all those features add up. We could have left the LED lights off and nobody would have noticed.
Right, just the truth.
But that's not Bell & Howell.
Look at that. I was standing over a hot grill.
Yep.
I was thinking about, the times that when I was, a young mom, and Tristan was all on the, soccer fields and all the sporting events. Just to have this would have been such a treat. I was also thinking about how many restaurants do you go to in the summer where they've got the big, massive commercial fans that are misting water out, because it really works to help cool your body temperature down. It's not even just such a pleasant, positive experience. It's kind of important to keep your body temperature low, because we all hear about what is it called when you get heat stroke or something?
Oh yeah,
all
you
that
get
stuff that
overheated.
happens.
Even dogs and cats and animals, pets. So if you're a dog lover, you can just, honestly, you could set this down on the floor next to their dog bed or something like that to keep them cool. Again, you're in control. Here's what I know though, as we close out this presentation, this is gonna be it for our misting fans. Bell & Howell does not make another misting fan. I have great little fans coming in, but you have to be in the breeze to get cooled down, right? And then you're only blowing around that same air that's already in your environment. Having the benefit of a misting fan, I'm telling you, will bring the temperature down so that the air around the fan is cold. And that's blowing cold air rather than that warm, hot summer air. Indoor, outdoor, Cali, it really doesn't matter. Dorm rooms to cubicles, inside to outside.
Sometimes
this is
there's
for
just
everybody.
that one room in the house that's warm. That's for me, it's the office.
That's right.
And one of the bedrooms. It's just the AC doesn't quite seem to reach there. It really is a nice feature. And what a great product and a great price. Normally, this is a $50 fan. It's $39.99 during our appreciation celebration. This month for you, it's 871139 is the item number. This is the box. It's the dual mist fan. I like this thing a lot. I really do. Thank you so much for coming in with it. We move on and share with you the lots of great things. In fact, our Hunter Today's Special, that's